set up here.
Ooh, do we want to close that door now?
Probably.
Okay. Katie, where you at? Ah. She's like the Hotel Edison Vanna White.
Thank you. Thank you.
You close those doors the way Vanna turns over vows. The floor is yours, Seth.
Well, we were talking about the bear claws and bear dogs and creatures of havoc last week. So I'm actually gonna. Sounds much better with the band. But, this is a song off the Bear Dogs album. It's called Gold.
Seems they got your back. You eat your brekkie with no heart attack, but somehow they make a fool of you after all. By midday sun you can't decide. Pick up your voice and you go run and hide, and now they got the best of you after all. Sometimes you realize that the pain will come along, but the hurt will move along. If always you come to play the cards in which you're dealt, your heart will start to melt into something that you can mold, and the filth will filter out, and your light will turn to gold. Gold. Sometimes you realize that the pain will come along, but the hurt will move along. If always you come to play the cards in which you're dealt, your heart will start to melt into something that you can mold, and the filth will filter out, and your light will turn to gold. 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 rocks, man. You rock, Hoovy.
There it goes.
That's decent.
See, it sounds like the same exact crowd, except for one guy. Doesn't it?
Every
Last
week,
Thursday.
one guy.
Now for me to play Smoke on the Water?
Come on in.
I knew I was just the opening act tonight, but I didn't know who was following me. I'm totally embarrassed now.
Who let him out of his cage?
Deep Purple's following you. It was great too because Mike patiently waited out there like a child at a school waiting for somebody to finish their presentation, and along comes Barry, just slowly opening the door, but loud enough that he let people know he was here. And as soon as Seth was done, well, thank you, Seth. That was good.
Thanks, guys.
No, thank you, Seth.
No, thank you, Seth. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a show. Now, here's a question, and I know I hit you last week with a couple questions. You have, as I said, a unique style, but you can do different things with your songs. Do you like doing like the faster songs, like a heavy metal on a Monday, or do you like doing the slower stuff that you can just kind of mellow out to and get lost in?
I think sometimes the slower stuff is easier to play. Just kind of translate. You want the full band sometimes when you're playing a fast song.
True.
It can happen on a acoustic guitar, but sometimes I think the slower ones come through a little bit more with just the personal experience between
Okay.
the singer or the performer and the audience when it's just an acoustic guitar.
Now,
when it's
by
solo.
full bands, do you mean like the Weekenders, the Bear Claws, the Bear Dogs, or Creatures of Habit?
I'm going to say either the Bear Dogs or the Bear Claws probably could have written that one. I don't think that's a Creatures of Havoc song. So.
We need to relive the old FNS Express and get Walt in here banging on the bongos.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we give a little background, though, as to why he's no longer allowed on the show?
How about it?
Oh, my gosh.
We don't need this place. That's a whole nother...
Before we started this podcast last week, we used to have a show on 88.9 The Pulse over at the Susquehanna. WQSU.
Sealands Grove.
You hear it.
John also was familiar with the radio station, as you can hear.
Man, there's a beverage here.
Careful, man. There's a beverage here. So we invited Seth to play. He brought along Walt. Because really, what does Walt do between 12 and 2 a.m. on Wednesday nights?
Plays the bongo.
He plays the bongos.
Yes.
But it was good. We all had a good time until we brought out the Wheel of Destiny, which was a contraption that we came up with, and we'd spin it for our listeners.
And give away prizes.
Right. Each week we would have a question that was related to the songs we played.
Yes.
And people would actually call in. Why?
Surprisingly,
I don't know.
yes.
Yeah. And answer the questions. But we started spinning this wheel to give away prizes, and they were simple things: shirts, hats, pens, coffee
sure,
cups,
Sure.
Seth Allen CD. I think the one time.
Oh, that's
Signed.
right.
Signed. You signed.
I think I signed 300 of them, and
Yeah.
I think I sold one, and we gave away.
I sold one.
I signed 0.
But what was fun was the day that we had the Wheel of Destiny and Walt was there, we had the Grateful Dead tickets. And you remember Eric Addinger was adamantly calling on the hour. Hey, dude, can I get them Grateful Dicketids, man?
Yeah.
So what happens? Walt spins the wheel and breaks it. It was just a travesty.
I've never seen anything like it.
No.
Can't have
And
nice
he's
things.
No, we couldn't. And now he's not allowed back on the